Log back in, guys. We almost wrapping up the end of the show, man. This is the last interview with Russ. Last interview with Russ, man. Let's get Russ back up here. It's the last interview with Russ. Here we go, Russ. We get right back in. Tap right back in. Last interview, man. Got some goodies.
Nah, this is love, D Scott. Like, and it's love. And before we even start up, man, I'm gonna just say something about just a few words about you. Some kind words, bro. Like, on that Gaucho team, man. Like I tell everybody, like, because people like to say, like, you know, D Scott was bipolar, but I can't imagine what you used to go through at that age. You know what I'm saying? Because you the man. You the man of the city. You was the man for a very long time and the face of that program. You was our leader. You was our LeBron James. So
appreciate that.
So to going through what you went through at that young age, even in your personal life, and to still handle your business, still go to college, like you was a grown ass man, you know, amongst boys, amongst children, even on the bus when we was in the back wilding out, throwing shit. Like you was really a leader, and that's one of the things like I really respect about you and looked up to you for, because it made me even every time I think leadership qualities, you know, you're the player that comes to mind from all the teammates that I've had. The coach got it, yeah, bro. Like, and I truly mean that. You don't run into too many leaders, and that's at every level. So, big ups to you for that, bro.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate that, man. I just take it serious, bro. I just know I can go hard, and I feel like, you know, if everybody can be at the same level, the same mentality I'm at, bro, you know, it's just up from there, man. So I just appreciate you just sharing that, bro. I just try to do my part, bro. That's all I do, man.
Nah,
you know,
yeah,
God gave me a gift. I just do what I could possibly do, man. If I go out there and lead, that's what I'm going out there and do, bro. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, let's get back into it, man, because, you know, I don't want to have you up here too long, man. You're up here for a while. I want to get right into talking about when you ended up at South Kick.
Nice.
I mean,
yeah, man.
Because for me, hold on, before you start, because for me, it was like, I view it as like a good decision. It was a good move for you. The reason I say it because it prepared you for that next level going to college. I want to know, how did you view it? Because some people view going to JUCO as like, damn, I'm going to go to JUCO, or like, you know what I mean? So I want to know if you viewed it as a step back or something good.
Right. So my thing was I graduated high. So here was my thing. So I'm in New York, leading in New York and scoring for 2 years in a row, and every college school is telling me you're too small, and that's all I kept hearing. But I was 115 pounds, 120 pounds. I didn't understand what they were talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm scoring. I don't get it. You know,
yeah.
The prep school decision was based on me hoping that I would grow or get bigger, and I felt like that was a great investment of my time and my basketball career, mainly because I would also get to focus on playing with better, talented players. I mean, I was on a team with Danny Longhorn from Connecticut. He was very tough. He'd been committed to Boston. He was committed to Boston College for like,
wow.
For a long time, for the longest. So he was breaking in schools. One of the best players from Philadelphia, Jesse Morgan. He was on the team. One of the coldest wings I've ever. He's one of the coldest basketball players I've seen play since Keith Spellman. Like it was, bro. Honestly,
talk about it.
I like Lance, but Keith Spellman's probably one of my favorite players from Brooklyn at that age. Like
that era, I ain't gonna lie,
yeah,
bro.
at that era, he was my favorite player.
That explosion, how he came out of nowhere and started wilding.
Dog.
Everybody was like, yo, who Keith Spellman? When you went to the game, it was nothing but
dog. Handle, off balance, bunnies, whatever you want, you got it.
Conrad McCray in Brooklyn. I pulled the board. You know, I was outside.
Boy, Makara and McCray was so lit. We just kept getting eliminated.
We took it one year. One year I played, it was like me, Jay Vaughn, that whole like little that little Team Next crew.
That Brooklyn, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Face,
of course, bro. Yeah.
Corey.
Nobody was beating them, bro. Like the team
It was
I was
basically
on,
me and them. We cooked everybody.
It would be my CYO team that I would play with in Queens, and they would put us in a lot of Brooklyn tournaments. So I would be playing with a Catholic school team against the Goons.
So, that's a fact, though. Like, it's crazy, bro.
But yeah, bro. But dude, I did. Coach Shanky, you're right too. I played with Shanky a couple years too, and big ups to Shanky what he did for us.
Yeah, that's what we played with.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of.
Shanky tried to take me from the toes. Shanky brought me over the juice. That's when I was playing with legs.
Shanky got me a lot of rec with the Brooklyn guys, and I'll touch on Juice in another situation. Danny Longhorn, we had JJ Moore from Long Island. That's my brother. Spent a lot of time with him in Long Island. JJ Moore. We had Nick Stauskas. And we had a couple other guys. A big man, Nemanja Jurstick. He went to Georgia. We had Mike Buffalo. So I just thought it was a good basketball environment, bro, and it got me playing. It got me playing with some big time guys, and got me sharing the ball a little bit more while scoring. Because all I wanted to do was score. I'm gonna keep it gangster.
Yeah, for sure. Do what you do. Listen, man. I learned from a coach, bro. Like one of the coaches I learned from, I said, was Coach L. He told me like, yo, do what you do. Stop trying to do other shit. What you do, you need to perfect that first.
Right.
Me? Like for me, like for me to get going, I had to start playing defense. I had to lock somebody up.
Yeah.
Once I got my first stop, on my psyche when I do anything, I'm ready to go. Somebody like Russ, do what you do. Go out there straight to it. Don't waste no time to get buckets. Even if it's just putting pressure on somebody creating a foul, like you don't understand how much pressure that puts on a team. And that's why Russ Smith is so valuable, because he puts so much pressure. You have to mention him on a scouting report. You have to.
Bro, like my mindset for me is if you foul me, I scored, because that means you can't guard me. Like that's how I think. So like that's a heat check point for me. All right, man, I got a foul.
I'm about to shut you up. Shout out to Shangy. I remember, we played against Michael Beasley. It was me and Lance. We're going to get Lance up here. We're going to talk about that. We're going to save for that episode. That's going to be the third episode. We get Lance Stevenson up here. Shout out to him. We definitely going to talk about that, because that was a big tournament when we played Mike Beasley. That was tough.
That's a fact. Like, and that's, I mean, like, I also feel like the way my dad is too, the way my dad brought me up, he brought me up on a lot of defensive principles. So it's a lot of defensive principles I go by. Like, I'm still old school, bro. Like, I like to guard the best player. I feel like if you're the best player on your team, you should be guarding the best player on the other team.
That is a fact.
You know, like I got a lot of old principles, bro. And
that's bro. But yo, so now you at Louisville though, man. Let's fast forward a little bit. So now you got the opportunity to make that transition to college, right?
Yep.
And I just wonder, like, what was that college experience like? Like, let's talk freshman year. I want to talk about freshman year. I want to talk about national championship. I want to talk Patino. I want to talk playing with Peyton Siebel, which is like, that was a very tough backcourt.
Peyton,
we definitely have
you have to see him on the circuit.
I want you to talk about all of that.
Yo, because I'm a fan. First and foremost, I'm a fan of Peyton. I've been a fan.
Big Sky, must have Big Sky.
Yeah, like even like, cause you got like DeRay. Y'all don't understand when when you guys were ranked on the ESPN. Like we would run through people and play these guys. Like there were people that stuck out. Like we played John Wall's team and he broke our press and dunked. I'm like, oh shit, niggas could break our press and dunk. That's crazy. A guard. I've never seen that. Like that was different. And then Peyton was splitting screens and 360 dunking and laying the ball up as a guard. That's crazy. So like when I got to Louisville with him, like he was as humble of a person you would ever meet. Like he drove me around, showed me how to do certain things, got me up early, got up shots with him, and like he was like a real life brother, and he treated me really, really good. And even me being a fan, like that really helped our relationship too. So while I wasn't playing my freshman year anyway, I would just work out, practice, And when it was time to do one-on-ones or individuals,
Mm-hmm.
I was cooking everyone. I was a one-on-one player, and that's all I did. And I was only good for one-on-ones my whole freshman year. And then as time
hold on, somebody asked a question. He said, "What other schools besides Louisville did you consider before committing?"
I was probably going to go to Baylor.
Baylor, that'd be tough.
Because they were because I don't think they were talking about they would bring the guard the coach came up to see me at South Kent and offered me to go there. Like, yo, believe it or not, I had a lot of schools, but they all had signed players. And at that and here, hold on, I'm gonna throw some game out first. The game about the college jobs.
Okay.
It's not about how good you are. It's about the big name that they can bring. I had a coach tell me that we would like to bring you in right now. It's like 4 different coaches. The one at Pitt, Arizona, Florida, and I think it was another school. They said, Russ, we will sign you, but right now we got a 4 or 5 star commit, and he might commit, and that's what we need. If they don't commit, we're gonna offer you. So that's the way that game goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up getting the Louisville by the luck of the draw. But freshman year, that was definitely memorable though. And
just talk national championship.
Chip. I never won anything, D. Scott. You know that. That was the first thing I ever won.
I know.
Rice won every year, man.
I know.
So I didn't know how to act. Bro, I missed the free throw at the end of the game, and I got mad as fuck. But we were still going to win the championship, but I didn't know that. I missed the free throw.
Facts. That's a blessing, bro. Just being in that moment, though, man. Listen, bro. There's somebody the other day, bro, like, life is so precious, bro. Like, when you're in the moment, we got to appreciate it, bro. We got to be thankful we in the moment.
Bro.
Not just what's happening. Like, you got to appreciate to be in the moment. And be yourself and be true to yourself, like my man Ryan Brown said, bro. And you feel me? Whatever happens, bro.
Man. Like, you definitely got to stay solid. Like, that was a great time, too, for me. Like, just to experience that, too, dude. Like, the whole city, you got to think about it. Like, Louisville is the state.
Mm-hmm.
Like, UK got something going on in Lexington, but that's a small-ass city. Like, ain't shit popping up there. Louisville is the state. So, if you are in Louisville, that's where it's lit at. Bro, we had the whole city, the whole state fucking with us like we the Lakers. And I know a lot of people got their college experiences. I'm not taking that away from y'all.
Yeah.
But there's a reason I still live here today. And my son Slav saying that because
nowhere else, no, bro.
Slav saying that because he ain't shit going on in Lex.
Facts. Yo, let's talk about Patino because Patino's a legend, man. Like,
legendary.
From him starting up and just going from Louisville, all the, we're not gonna talk about all the stuff that happened, but then him transitioning to go overseas and all things like that. But like in the basketball gods book, we all know Patino is a GOAT.
Facts.
We all tip our hats to him. So like, just telling me how was it playing under a coach like that? Because I took a visit to Louisville, and I'm keeping 100. I heard stories before I went there. So when I got there and got face to face with him, it was in his office. I'm not gonna lie to you, Russ. I was a little bit intimidated, bro. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, he looked like a dude that if I do one thing wrong, bro, I might not play for the whole year. Like,
yeah, bro. Coach P, bro. All right, this dude. All right, I'm gonna tell you some stories about Coach P. He made somebody run on the elliptical till their shin started bleeding. Before I got there.
What? That is yo. What?
Bro, Coach P was wild before. Y'all don't know the half of it. One of our trainers, he put one of our trainers on the treadmill, dog. Oh my God, he threw our trainer on the treadmill, bro.
Yo, I heard about that. I heard Patino stories how he has his coaches working out. They got to work out like a certain time. Couple times during the week. How true is that? That's a little story that's been out there.
We train, we work out.
Break it up a little bit, Russ. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Break it up a little bit.
You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah. So we train
Yeah, I
like,
can hear you a little bit now. You're a little fuzzy, but I hear you.
yep. We train like 2 times a day, 3 times a day, because we do individual instruction. We do weightlifting,
Okay.
and then we had our practice, and our practices was harder than the games and stuff. But you know, if you fuck up, do something messed up, he's for sure sending you to the treadmill. And I spent a lot of time in the treadmill, a whole lot of time. You might go to the elliptical, but it's definitely the treadmill, speed 9 or 10, whatever he thinks is right at the moment. Uh, Shit, if one of the coaches fuck up, one of the coaches mess up, they ass gonna be on the treadmill too. Yeah, what you fucking thought?
Hey
Fuck you
yo, but
mean?
as a player, like
Oh,
seeing that,
my
like
bad. Part of my
watching
language. Part of my
your head
language.
coach, like watching your head coach send your assistant coach to the trip, like seeing that, like what kind of, like what type, like what's going through your mind at that point?
Bro, all the players are like, damn, like we can't mess up. Like, all right, we gonna slap the ground, just play defense a little bit harder, because now the assistant coach is in his bag. The assistant coach is like, assistant coach is hot. Like he on everybody head, make the rotation. Damn, now he's sending players to the treadmill. Then don't let the manager mess the clock up. Oh, the manager going to the treadmill too. Y'all all
Oh,
sliding. You mess the clock up, y'all all sliding. The horn go
that's
off,
different.
y'all all out. You to the treadmill, you to the treadmill. Everybody running. Yo, one time we had to stop the whole
Hey yo,
practice, bro. We had to send
hey,
a coach and his team, because the coach wasn't coaching his team to play the right defense, to the treadmill. And then when they came back, the clock was running down and the horn went off, and it scared Coach P and everybody in the gym. Coach P jumped up, turned around, was like who? All the managers over there, treadmill, bruh. Treadmill.
just cause the clock scared him.
The clock went off.
Yo,
The
I'm
horn
weak.
went off. Horn went off. Louisville was
Hey
crazy.
yo, Coach P is different, son. Coach P is different,
Nah, it
bro.
was wild,
But
bro.
I already know
Like,
that Louisville lifestyle was different. Like I said, I took my visit out there, bro. My visit was
man,
different.
you still,
Anybody ever
I
heard the Louisville visit with me, Deron, Tobias Harris, Josh Selby, who else was on that trip with us? Boy,
that's a legendary
that trip right,
group.
like yeah, that right there was crazy, man. Like that trip right there
I
it was different. So I already know
I
how
wish
Louisville get down, man.
I wish that, damn, yo, by any chance, like, you guys have to come down, and I can really like show y'all like the blessings of the city. Like, there's some nice like lounges, bars, and places of business. And just here, just because I've stayed here and I've made a lot of good like life contacts and stuff. So you
Yep.
guys definitely, you gonna have to definitely come back down and rock out with me. But Coach P was, yo, bro, that was amazing, bro. Like, even like, just like after we won, he got a little lighter. He eased up when we won. He eased up. But
My son Shane said that trip changed my son Deron's life for good. Yeah, that trip
yo,
was different, bro. I definitely had fun. You know that time they had Edgar Sosa, Samana Samuels, Earl Clark, Derek Carrick. It was names crazy.
nah,
Names is
but
crazy,
that's why,
bro. Like
that class was so crazy. That's why Coach P said it. I'm not recruiting players like that, players like that anymore, because they was, not me, because
it
they
was
was like, they
vibing.
had like that. They was gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts,
it's
facts,
not like they uncoachable, but they was gangsters, bro. Like, they was real
facts,
life East
facts.
Coast. Like, they match fire with fire. Like, imagine having Sos, Samato, Character, Jerry Smith,
Different,
T. Will. That team was wild. Like that.
different.
Like,
That
yeah,
team was
different,
different.
bro.
That
That's
team was
fire
very
right there.
different.
So he started recruiting a bunch of guys that he knew he could kind of thug. You can thug
Okay.
as a coach. You can thug me. You can thug Pickens. You
Exactly.
can
Yeah,
thug
yeah, yeah.
Kyle Curry. Yeah.
Cause a person like Russ Smith is appreciating the being there.
Yes, like it's an honor.
But if you go for a 5-star player, a 5-star like, nigga, I should have went to
Man,
North
come on, bro.
Carolina. Nigga, man, I'm out of here. I go straight to the
Yeah.
draft. Like, you
I'm
feel me?
up
I already
out of
feel you on
here.
that, bro. I just feel you, bro. But so like, all right. So now it's like, you got a chance to get, make it to the NBA. You get drafted second round overall pick 47 to the Sixers, right? And I think
Right.
you get traded maybe on. I'm not sure explain that. You got traded on the spot to the Pelicans.
Yeah, like 20 minutes, like 15 minutes later, I was tight. Cause
I
think
know you're
about
tight,
it.
but before you get to that, what was that feeling like? Knowing getting your name called though, what was that feeling like? Mm. Yeah.
Kind of took me by surprise. I was like, man, shit, I got drafted, and then I was like, well, shit, I went second round. I wanted to be, I should have been first. So
Facts.
I didn't really embrace it the way that I should have embraced it. And then once Philly traded me to New Orleans, like it was so many things going on, but I was so appreciative of hearing my name get called. I couldn't believe it that it actually
Yeah.
happened. Like I was,
Yeah.
like I like that's the best way I can explain it. Like I
Facts.
never thought it was gonna happen.
Now I feel you, bro. Like, listen, bro. When your name got called, bro, I'm like, yo, bro, my doctor, man, bro.
That's
Like, yo, it's
crazy.
like, son, I be
It's
sick. I be going to these
ridiculous.
drives, but I be there, bro. Like, I just be amazed, bro. Like, I be genuinely happy for my dog, cause I don't know if anybody really been in that position. It's always say so. People always say this shit, but like, when you actually be in there and like have a genuine relationship with somebody, you really call your friend,
Yes,
and you
yeah.
makes it like you gonna feel it. If
It's
you don't
very
feel it, I
different.
would call you a genuine friend because you gonna feel it to some degree. You gonna feel like, yo, damn, my dog really made it, like, because you seen what
Yo,
he went through, you seen everything. You know what I mean? Like, man, I
I
seen what Russ went through, bro. So it was dope to see a guy like you make it, bro. For real,
I
man.
it was so and I did it, and yo, I wish, like I just wish I could have embraced that moment just a little bit longer because it was
Yeah, for
special.
sure.
And
Yep,
and the only thing I thought about was that I thought about the next move. You
yep.
know,
The
I
next
thought
move,
about,
the next
yeah,
smart move. You gotta be smart.
yeah, man. And I was like, all right, well, I'm in Philly, but I was like, damn, I wish I could go first. I didn't go first round, so I was kind of sad because I thought college wise, I should have went first just off
Yeah,
my
for
collegiate
sure,
resume. But that's
for
when I was
sure.
like, damn. So it ain't about the resume. I did good in the workouts. So what is it? Then I missed the opportunity to embrace it. Next thing you know, I'm getting traded to New Orleans. I'm like, damn, I wanted to be in Philly. I wanted to try to be the
Facts.
next Iverson.
Facts.
Like, so I had goals,
Facts.
like, you know,
Yo, as soon as you
I
heard that
had
intro, I remember you
goals.
started having visions.
Yeah, I was writing my, I was planning it out. I'm like, cool, what I got to do to be Iverson? And then Lou
Yeah.
Williams was there, like, what I got to do to be Lou Williams? You know, I'm
Yeah.
thinking
All
about
these guys
everything.
that you look up to, for sure.
Yeah, bro. So fast forwarding, going to New Orleans, um, I'm with I'm with a whole bunch of guys. I'm with AD, my bro. I'm with Jimmer Fredette, my dog. I'm with Drew, Austin, Eric Garden, Tyreek Evans. And I'm like, oh my God, this team is crazy. I'm like,
Mm.
I hope the coach is gonna let us play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. For real,
man,
right?
we get there, bro. Coach Monty, I love Coach Monty to death, but man, we was running textbook plays, and I'm not a I haven't ran any textbook plays since
In
I
a
played
minute.
with boy, yo. I can't remember the last time, bro. Like, and it was hard. Like I had to fit in behind a lot of guys who were established already on contract year. So I never got to play. And then you got Austin, Doc's son on there. And
Mm.
it's no way Russdiculous can eat. And I've never been in a situation
Situation
where
like
I
that.
couldn't eat.
Couldn't eat.
Yeah. I can't eat.
Like, it's
so
like,
I
damn,
so
like, ain't no place for me. Like, where I play
ain't
that?
no place for me. Y'all don't want me to score. Y'all don't want me to make plays. What do y'all want me to do? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So they ended up getting rid of me, and I went to an even worse situation. I went to Memphis. These niggas only for the plays. The ball goes through the big men.
Yo, I'm looking. Yo, when I was in Memphis, bro, literally every play we ran, Marc Gasol had to touch the ball. Like
and Zebo,
if we
bro.
attempt to shoot without Marc touching the ball, we was running suicide. I say, this is different.
Yeah, bro, I would push the ball and I would look behind me and all the niggas was walking. I'd be like, yo, bro, how can I play, bro? Like, I'm pushing the ball.
I'm not used to this.
I'm not used to this. Like, but I do tell you this, through my experience, Drew Holiday taught me a bunch of shit, a bunch of stuff. Pardon.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you. Like, did anybody take you under the wing and start teaching you, mentoring you?
AD was, even though he's younger than me, AD is very smart. I've been fortunate to play with a lot of smart big men. Gorgie Dang, even at York, is very smart.
It's very rare to play with smart big men, by the way.
Yes.
They are very rare. Smart big men
very rare. Very rare. So Gorgie helped me a lot at Louisville. Okay. That's probably one of the reasons I was very successful. Gorgie, Luke, Peyton, those guys talked to me. And then also when I got to the L, Anthony Davis, he was for his age, he was ahead of the game because he was also a guard. He just grew.
Yeah, so, he started as a point guard, just grew.
Yeah, so he showed me the game in a different light because he already had 2 years in. And then Drew Holiday showed me the game from a big guard's perspective. I never really was playing against big guards before. He's 6'4", 210. So he was posting me up, and then he would teach me things about how to, shift my body weight or how to balance, how to come off screens, where I'm looking at. And then I got to Memphis, and Mike Conley showed me how to be patient, showed me how to be poised, showed me how to use my footwork, when to stop, when to go, right hand floater, left hand floater, shake up passes. So I became a point guard and a setup guy, and through my trials and tribulations of not eating.
Exactly. So you learn about other things that you could possibly do. You learn a lot about yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And I realized that there's more to me rather than going out there and just being a circus. I knew now I knew how to play. And fast forwarding, I did the summer leagues. So I led summer league and assist my rookie year. Then following up, I had a good summer league with Memphis, which I got re-signed. And then when I got released, I got dumped to the D League, and then I went and got the D League record, scored 65. And I was
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because we're gonna get there. But first, I want to ask you like a little about your opportunity with the NBA, how it's organized. I want people to know how is it being an organization, like how what I mean. Where they how is professionalism? And I want you also give your best NBA moment. Just talk about a little bit about Memphis and being with the Pelicans. So somebody get somebody who doesn't have a chance to be in a building like that or around players like you to get a feel for it.
So the New Orleans organization at the time, it was very up and coming. It was a great organization. It was next to the Saints, so we would eat with some of the players there, and they were doing their best, and I felt like they were on their way to becoming a solidified organization. I think with Zion and Ingram there now, with some big names and some pubs, they're gonna eventually get there. But they did a great job down there. I'm still close with some of those people, but Memphis is a totally different story. I think as far as the professionalism there was a lot of friction within the front office and the organization was trickling down, and the styles of play.
It gets to the players. It's like the front office issues gets to the players, which shouldn't. It gets
to the players, right? Because the coach wanted to go through Zebo and Gasol, the big men, and some of the guys in there were worried about the 3-point line and the analytics, but some of the other guys wanted to play fast. Yeah. So it was a lot of friction. So they kept our core because our core won summer league. Our young core. So imagine having a core that won summer league, 7 guys that you have signed, and then you trade all of them.
It's different. That means something going on that we don't know about.
Absolutely. So for me as a player, I just felt like I had to bat into the stick. But I think what the direction Memphis is heading in now, they know what to do.
Way better than they did back then. For sure.
A lot of people died so Ja Morant can walk in Memphis. So I'm happy for Ja,
bro.
But a lot
that
of people
is 100%, bro. That might have been a real shit.
A lot of people. Tony Roten, Josh, OJ Mayo. Yeah, bro. Myself, White Chocolate. Kyle Lowry, you name it.
For Memphis to finally get a point guard to succeed, bro, a lot of dudes had died, bro. They got shot.
We had to die.
Die.
I'm on life support.
A lot of dudes had to die.
I ain't dead yet. But a lot of people died, bro. So it was crazy.
He said, put it on a t-shirt. That's dope. That's dope. So basically you get sent to the G League. Okay. My bad, you can break up a little bit, but I want to switch it up a little bit. Oh, so then you go to the G League, right? You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You break it up a little, make sure you can hear me.
Now I hear you perfect.
So yeah, I was saying that, now you with the G League, yeah, now you got sent down to the G League where you pretty much violated them. You hold a scoring record of 65. We was talking about Jordan McCray early in the show. I think he had 61. Then you come out here and demolish him and get him out of the waters.
Bro,
you had a great game against Canton Chargers. I want you to just talk about that because that game was crazy. Like, I definitely, as you talk about, I definitely got to put this on display because people had to see this. Like, the nigga really had 65. Like, 65 points. Go ahead, Russ. We listening, man. We tuned in.
Point, 20 assists, triple-double. I didn't get a call-up. Jordan McCray had 61 in an afternoon game, and he got called up right after. So I'm like, well, maybe I got to get 70 to get a call-up. So a week or two later, I got to do that. so I did that.
Do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I did everything. So now I'm at so like when people talk, like, I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do anymore. So in that game, what I'm thinking is, I'm like, all right, this is a team where Jordan actually has 60 against this team. So I was like, I'm going to look at the film, and I'm like, all right, Jordan got to all these points. He was getting to the basket off the pick and roll. I'm going to just be in attack mode as soon as the ball goes up, and whoever's in front of me is toasted strudels. And that's all I was thinking. So,
and by the way, I don't know if y'all noticed who was in front of him, but that's the son of a legend. I'm gonna keep it at that.
Bro,
the son of a legend got 65 put on his dome.
Man, bro, that was I was definitely pretty upset that game, bro. Like, and that was one of the first 60 balls of many.
Bro, that was crazy. When you display that was just stupendous. I couldn't believe that, man. So, like, all right, so let's get back to it, because this is where the story get juicy, man. Because we really just want to know, like, your experience really overseas. When you finally made that jump.
Right.
So so now you're overseas. Like, you kind of harped on a little bit about how why you made that transition and stuff like that. But I just want to talk about, like, when you did make transition, like, were you discouraged? Were you afraid? Like what was the feeling like going to playing in a new country?
Yeah,
especially bro. You know what I mean? Because not ideal.
So like a person like me, bro. Like, I'm very I'm a very caring, loving, and emotional person, bro. So before I made that decision to go overseas, it was solely based off of impulse because I always played to where, I always went to where who wants me the most. So even before that summer, I was playing with Portland, and they expressed a lot of interest, and they expressed that they were looking for a guard. They expressed a lot of things. And when Summer League came, they never held up on any of those promises. And I got ruined in the Summer League after having 2 back-to-back good ones. And then it was like, do I go the NBA route again and have to go through the G League and all that, because I did everything. So I didn't know what to do. So I rolled the dice and I said, all right, forget it. I'm gonna go overseas. I'm gonna go to Galatasaray.
Okay.
I get over there.
That's in Turkey, right?
I was in Turkey. That might have been the biggest mistake I've ever made in my professional career, but it was a learning experience because I learned that I learned that there's a business behind basketball,
For
and
sure, all the time.
yeah, and that's the first time I learned.
Yeah.
I think about all these years, like I've never experienced any type of business, but that was the first time. And the coach, Adam, and I think Shane is playing for him now at Ephes.
Yeah.
He had it was the agent that's representing him. He was also representing 8 other guys on that team.
Same
So
team.
same team. Now me and maybe 3 other guys weren't represented by the that same agent or agency. So
Okay.
we had a lick.
Yeah,
We had the best
exactly.
team in Europe by far. It was myself, Justin Detman, Austin Day,
Mm.
Tabor
Mm.
Plies, Dion Thompson, Emir Prisdelic, Blake Schlieb, Sinan
Jeez,
Gulair,
these hitters.
Yosemite,
These names ring
Jurish.
bells.
Bro, yo, like we had our team was crazy, and we had John Diebler. We had a 10 million, $15 million budget. Like everybody was eating.
Exactly.
So when we weren't winning, it was weird because I'm going there thinking, oh, you brought me here to get 30. Like
Exactly.
I'm gonna hold up to my end of the bargain.
Exactly. 30.
So I was averaging 8 points in 9 minutes. So I'm thinking I'm doing well. But he's blaming all of the losses on
On
me.
you. On you.
And
I
this
remember
is
that,
and
bro.
this is national television. This is
Talk
the
about it. I remember
the
this
the
situation.
Fox.
It was all over Sportando, all over Twitter. I remember this.
Yes, bro, it was a mess. So it's all over Fox News, all over CBS, all over ESPN of Europe. Not
Yeah.
not not the country, the
Yeah.
continent, like the whole continent. It's only 7
Yeah.
continents. I was all over the whole continent,
Continent.
not the country.
Yeah.
So it was weird, but I would see him in practice and he would talk to me,
He be chill
he would
like
shake
mad,
my
bro.
hand.
Yo, I used to hate, bro. I hate that.
Yeah. But
They be
and
front
it was the
behind the scenes. They
business.
front and trying to get you out of there. But when they see in person, hey, what's going on? How's your day
And
going? Nah, you trying to blow on me.
you
Like I'm trying
you're
to say what's up.
OD'd on me. Yeah, you're OD'd on me. So here's what happened. Like, cause this is really touchy for me, and it changed my life, bro. Like, cause like I said, bro, I'm an emotional, loving, caring person, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm selfish on the court sometimes, but I'm off the court, I'm selfless, bro. So when I got done like that, like I wanted to quit basketball. Like I got kicked off the team after the second month, and I wasn't allowed to go to any practices.
Practice
Then
nothing. I remember that, bro.
nothing.
I was
Then
hitting you,
they'll
telling you to keep your head, bro. I remember.
Bro, then they'll call me. Then they'll call me and go, "We want you to suit up against Ephes. We want you to suit up against Fenerbahce." I haven't practiced with y'all in a week, in 2 weeks. I don't even. I'm rarely get. I was doing punishment practice. I was doing punishment practices at 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and 7 p.m. 3 times a day, D. Scott, and I stayed solid. I made sure I got my bread. But bro, I went through those punishment practices, took everything on the chin, bro, and they would call me to come perform, and I had like 15 and 8 against Fenerbahce in 10 minutes. I had 12 points in 10 minutes against another team. We went to Maccabi. I had like I held up my end of the bargain.
Mm.
So when December came and we had to renegotiate, they had no choice because I was gonna stay the whole year and collect my entire check. So, and that's what they knew. But that was the funny business that went on over there. But best time of my life.
Facts.
Off the court, best time.
It's always some type of enjoyment in this. You feel what I'm trying to say?
That's
Always.
a fact.
Always.
But
You gotta
I
find it,
did
bro. You gotta be able to open up to it.
I did almost retire though, bro. When I got but think about it.
Nah, you know
This
we
is
definitely wouldn't
Turkey.
let you have. We definitely wouldn't let that
Bro,
happen.
all right, look. You tell me. You tell me, Duran. They blowing shit up in Turkey. Pardon. They blowing stuff up in Turkey. Blowing stuff up. There's
Yeah.
there's terrorist attacks down the block. I feel like there's people following me because there's all of this stuff going on the news. I'm pulling out. I'm switching Ubers 3 times a night because I don't want to be chased. Because I gotta do hookah. I
Facts.
gotta do hookah. I'm stressed out.
Big stress.
But and bro, they almost spiked my drug test. Hey,
yo, this right here is a platform to allow y'all to see like all the bullshit that could happen overseas, bro. Like y'all laughing at my G, you laughing at this, like it could be like I got worse stories than this.
I had the GM try to pop up on my P test. We were supposed to go out for lunch and talk about it like men. Then the lunch went left and said, "All right, meet us at the hospital for the physical." So I met him at the hospital for the physical. It's supposed to be to check on my knees, to check on my, you know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, it's a blood drive. It's a piss drive. And I'm like, what, bruh? Nah, not doing that.
Tried to get you.
Tried to get me. So I signed the papers telling them why I wasn't going to do it because it was in my contract. I read all my contracts and I can't take a test without 3 days prior notice unless it's FIBA. So you know,
yo, for you dudes, read that fine print. Yo, always keep that contract in that email.
So Russdiculous know the laws. So he didn't take the test, and they got even more upset. And you know, we reached a nice deal, but you know, it left a really nasty taste in my mouth. But that's business, Duran, and I can't be mad at them. I would love to go back out there, because if I go back out there, I'm for sure breaking a record. Like,
for sure.
I got a lot of respect for Europe, and I think Europe is a very competitive place, but Russdiculous wants the green light in Europe, and
exactly. I mean, like, especially when these teams, they got to know, like, when they recruit these players, right? They got to do their homework. Like, if you're bringing somebody in, you got to know exactly what they're doing, like what they do best, and understand this is what they're gonna come in expecting to do. So you can't be putting handcuffs on these dudes that you're recruiting to do what you recruited them to do.
You ain't watch no film?
It's like recruiting Russdiculous to come play defense. It doesn't make sense. No, you recruit Russdiculous to come in and get buckets.
You recruit me to get buckets.
That's what Russ do.
You recruit me to get buckets. I can do a little bit of everything else at a high enough level, but you're recruiting for some offense. You're recruiting for some playmaking, and every now and then I'll get you some steals. I'll gamble a little bit.
Exactly.
I'll compete. But
that's just that Louisville lifestyle, bro. That's how you was. That's the defense system you was brought up in. The offense system you was brought up in. You know what I mean? So that's that Louisville lifestyle, which can be used on certain levels, bro. There's teams overseas that you excel with that. And bro, these teams just gotta do their homework, bro. Like, these teams gotta be held accountable, bro. We're tired of this BS stuff going on over there, bro. It's just so much under the table we have amongst ourselves that we should bring to the light.
It's a business, and America, the basketball world in America is at fault because you sending all these guys over there to play, and you can have the same league here. Because if you take a third,
you can have the same league right here.
But like, here's the thing though, because I've been in these NBA places, and a lot of those guys don't like to see me because I'm not your friend. I don't get hype off of what you've done. You have to show me in person because I don't care. And the problem is, they're like agents and a lot of third or second string of guys on the roster, they're safe because of the relationships behind the scenes. Exactly. So if you bring in somebody, a dog or somebody who's actually really good, it's gonna be a problem because they're gonna have to compete.
Exactly.
And what happens overseas in Europe, what happens overseas in China, you have to play. You have to compete because people talk about China, and it ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy. You're the only import, and you have to play. You have to score,
bro. Like, you suited up all the minutes. Like, you been there taking every shot. You guarding the best.
No excuses.
If you lose,
no excuses.
It's your fault. 100% is your fault. And it's crazy.
No excuses.
I want to talk about that too, Russ, because like on China, it's a little bit different. Europe, now people don't understand that how it's a little bit different. Obviously, most people know like in China, dudes getting the bag. That's like the most, that's like the best image we can make from basketball playing in China. But what I really kind of want to know about is like, even as basketball players, we see a lot of dudes go to China and they get sent home real quick, and we like so confused that either the dude be good or like. We was like what happened? he was there for 1 month. Like, so tell us the process behind like when a player is doing something good. Like a dude could be averaging 30 in China and still get sent home. How are you averaging 30 points and get sent home?
Because people think people don't respect the Chinese. They play hard. In China, they play hard, and you have to respect that. So anybody can get 30 in China, you know. But can you get 30 within the game? Can you get 30 with your teammates liking you? You know, like, you know, like, so you can go and get 30, but when your teammates, are your teammates happy?
Exactly.
And that's what it comes down to. Even in even if you're in the practice, if because the Chinese are very impulsive. They're very impulsive people. But so like if you do something in a practice or you have a bad day or two in practice, you might get cut. You're on the block.
Wow.
You're on the block. But,
wow.
And
if you have a bad practice, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you told me. So you not only have to average 30 in a game, you got to average 30 in practice.
You have to kill them niggas in practice, yes. But that's why a lot of imports too, they don't practice. A lot of the imports, they sit out, they ice, they rest their body. You know,
like if you tell them to go out there and give you 40 minutes, they give you 50. Shit.
Right. So, but in some places though, on some teams, there's some good high budget teams in China that they understand that they have like an NBA system where it's like they know you don't have to go out there every day and perform in practice, but when that game starts, you better perform in that game. You better perform in that game.
So we talking practice?
Yo, but I've been blessed enough to.
It sounds like a paid boot camp.
but like it's been dope for me though, bro, because like my route has always been the same. Even in China, I went through another league in China, and that's how I got my name up in China. I played in the NBL, and the better
is that when you violated? I think you went wild out there for something crazy too.
Yeah, it's a world record. It's 61 points a game average.
Bro,
never's been done.
I told y'all, listen, y'all want to say I told you to a legend right now. Like y'all getting these gems and all this information from a legend right now. Like y'all told us somebody who scored 60. How many? 63?
62 points per game for a whole season.
62 points, bro.
In my league, it was Jonathan Gibson, OJ Mayo, Shabazz
It ain't too many guys that can do
that,
man. It ain't too many guys.
Our league was very competitive on the import standpoint, and they'll tell you how hard it is to score.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
you get 40.
I'm saying, like, yo, how tough was that? Like, cause I'm like you said, all those names you just talked about, they're also scorers. Like you mentioned their name, you gotta mention bucket. So when you're going up against guys like this, like, how is it like? Cause it's basically just a bunch of scoring. So it's like
It's like, so we're going up against each other. So I had full reign. Normally teams get 2 imports in China, and they share the scoring. So one guy averaged 35, another might average 40. One guy might average 40, another guy might average 28 or 33 and 28. It depends.
Yeah, that's no cap. You really averaged 62.
I averaged that.
That's no cap.
So with me, we had an import who strictly played defense. And he blocked shots and he rebounded. That's all he did. And my job was to score. So I did it at the highest level for about 25, 28 games, something like that. And my season low was 42. I had 6 70-point games, 81-point game. Yeah, like,
bro, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Like, yo, it was a point where I was growing up younger, bro. I'd be like, yo, son, like, yo, how does Russ have so much energy, bro? Like the energy you bring to the game is so important. Like, you gotta understand,
if you get
when you playing Russ, it's not a night off. You know that's all.
If you get fouled at the 3-point line, the game. If you keep getting fouled before you get to the basket, the defense keeps getting easier.
That's a fact. That's a great way of thinking. Yo, that's gems right there. Like for all these young guys growing, you gotta think about that, man. Like during the game. You got to break down your points. Okay, you hit 2 threes, that's 6 points. Okay, you hit two mid-range, that's 4 points. But another aspect that's key to the game is how many times you get into the line. Or you
get to the line 8 times.
Easy points.
Yeah.
So that's
6 points. So now we at 16.
Exactly.
Then we get a fast break.
And tell me fast break. you know, you get a stop, you might get a pluck or whatever, fast break. That's too easy layups. Nobody guarding you. You got 20.
Now we had 22.
You got 20 points. You got 20 points. You average 20, you look like the GOAT. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, for me, it was the way I used to break down. Like, especially when I was overseas, I used to look at it like this, man. I'm like, yo, D Scott, I know you play D, and I know they always got you guarding the best player on the other team, which will probably make it difficult for you to excel on the offensive end, right? So I look at it like this, D Scott. I know you can play D, and you can at least score 4 points each quarter. 4 points each quarter is 16, right? Now, if I get 16 one quarter, I might end with a 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, that puts me up to 20 points.
Nah, but selfishly, Durant, I would have loved to see you get 25 with that energy. Selfishly, I think you can. I know you because you, and that's why I always respected you and looked up to you. Really, like you were the most maturest dude I've ever.
We got a big ass table, bro. Everybody can eat, bro. I do my part. Listen,
right, and that's
so you know what? All right, they got to handle that. So you know they got to handle Russ on
right.
They're gonna handle with me on defense. What's up?
And that's why I loved you, bro, because you knew the importance of sacrificing at age 12 and 11.
A lot of people
you put your ego in pride. And you were still the top dog in the city. Like, you were still top dog in the city. You top dog in the country. You were still the focal point of Miami. Like, everywhere you go, you demand your respect. You're the leader. So that's what I took from you. You know what I'm saying? That little part. But yeah, man, just back to China. It's tough. So for guys thinking about going over there, the culture's different. The culture's tough. Just make sure you're focused on your job and taking care of your body, because you can't eat.
Yeah, for sure.
Big love, Don DeMarco, KWK on all platforms with me and Kiss, and Dave was good. Shout out
to Dave. Was good, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. But yo, so listen, one of the last questions I got for you too, man. I definitely can't let you leave this platform, especially with some dudes tuning in right now, without leaving us with a Russdiculous story. I need an infamous Russdiculous story, bro.
Russdiculous
story. I need something exciting that, you know, we might not have known that happened while you was overseas, or, you know, something be behind the scenes that, you know, you never got a chance to tell, that we would love to hear today, man.
Man, all right, so I was at I'll talk about I was at a party in what you want, college or professional? Because
Russdiculous goes hard. Man, this is your platform, whatever you want, baby.
Oh man, oh God. All right, so Jesus Christ, damn, this is
so many, bro. I'm telling you, listen. The reason I'm asking him this, bro, because this time every now and then, bro, I hit Russ, bro. The stories he had for me is impeccable, bro. It'd be different, bro. It'd be nothing but jokes all day. This is why I gotta have him, you know, tell you guys one of these stories, because this would be so crazy, man. This guy Russdiculous, you know, we definitely talking in the third person, but he's a legend in himself, man. Look, he was talking about that. Like, my son, he definitely, shout out to Jadakiss. He about to drop a video with Jadakiss. I see he posted that the other day, man. Shout out to that. That's pretty dope. But yeah, man, go back to you. I want to hear a Russdiculous story, man.
All right. Oh, cool. Got one. All right. Yo, you remember when we was in Nationals?
Yeah.
And I think it was Showcase. So I remember I was a video game head. I'm a nerd. So I'm playing the video game Hard Body. It's Tyreek, it's Tevin, Stooks, all of them. They all in the other room. Everybody go Orlando, they all playing. But I'm hogging the game. I'm doing something or whatever, and they're not getting a chance to play. So I come back, right? I came back. They tried not to let me in the crib, in the little villa, because we was living in the villas. They didn't try to let me in the villa. They locked the door. They was laughing at me through the windows. Bro, I'm like a little kid, bro. Like, I want to play the game. I'm fiending. I'm thirsty. So they locked me out. They let me up. They left, bro. But yeah, because you saw me playing 2K. I was killing them for the money, and then I used to go play the dice with you, and you was taking everybody's money in the dice. So I used to eat. I used to eat on the video games. So. least 45 minutes picking up all the rocks, all the stones in the little area of the villa, and I barricaded them in their own crib. Tariq, they couldn't leave their crib because they couldn't walk. It was rocks. So I think Orlando might have twisted his ankle trying to come out because it was covered. The whole path was covered in rocks. And Dwayne made me get up early and suspended me for a half.
Hey, yo, that team was different, bro. That team was so fun, bro. There was so many different personalities, bro. That joint was crazy, bro.
Nah, dude.
Bro. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, Russ, we appreciate you coming up here, man. There's no, show none but love, man. There's nothing else to ask, man. Come here, sharing your story, let everybody know, just the journey you've been a part of. Like I said, everybody that got a chance to view all three guys coming up here, man. Like, I'm sure they appreciate this because there's a lot of knowledge coming from some overseas guys. Next week we're gonna have 3 new guests. We're gonna have Rodney Purvis. We're gonna have Dexter Strickland, aka Beta Jackson. We got Ian Miller. These 3 ACC guys is gonna talk about playing in the ACC. And, just stay tuned every episode, man, because we're gonna have a goodie, man. Like I said, Russ, we appreciate you, man. Like you
super love, bro.
For real, bro. Like, you the definition of technical real, man. But like,
super love. And you know what I mean? Whatever you need on my end, I'll any knowledge and any topic, you already know what it is. Music, the real estate, bourbon, the liquor, because I'm about to do the liquor and it's about to get really scary.
You know I'm in the loop. I'm paying attention.
Yes, sir, bro.
But like I said, nobody go nowhere, bro. We got this giveaway, man. So stay tuned. We got the 2 questions.
Was popping.
Get it easy, bro. Shout out to God. So, bro, without further ado, man, we're gonna let Russ go. We're gonna show y'all this 61-point display he had in China. Showed it to be, the real grind overseas, man. Tell me comments. I want everybody to see this. Man. Listen to what he say, man, because he got a message here. I know, Russ. I know you remember this like this was yesterday.
Oh, man. Yeah, this was, season high, too, right there. Season high. Yeah, we love this. We all love this. We love this. To the basket.
Bucket. Easy, light. Bucket.
To the basket. Nah, this is dope. This is dope.
Hey, yo, Russ, man. Yo, like I said, man, appreciate you, man. Bro, it's nothing but love, man. It's a blessing to have you up here, man. I'm sure all these, all the fans that we have here viewing, man, it's happy, for you to share our story with us. And, hopefully we get you up here another time, man, because, there's always gems to be made, man. Appreciate you.
Bet, bro. Love.
What's up, everybody? Everybody still viewing. Listen, man, we got 2 minutes left in this live, bro. I'm gonna ask these questions really quick. Hopefully, we can tap some people in so we can get this prize out. Like I said, we got 2 minutes of live, so we may have to ask a question here, tap some people in, and then maybe come back on live again. Because I definitely want to get this prize. I can't let y'all go without making this prize. It's my fault with the timing. Instagram only give you an hour to be online, so it's a little difficult. But yo, without further ado, man, I got 2 questions for you. The first question is, what's the most points Ryan Brown had when he was playing overseas? What's the most points Ryan Brown had when he was playing overseas? The second question is, where is Amat Mbaye originally from? Where's Amat Mbaye originally from? Now, if you can answer these 2 questions, yo, don't be afraid. Just tap in, leave a comment, just say you want to tap in, answer these 2 questions. And we got this prize sent for you right here that could be in your hands immediately, man. None but cash. Just get paid, baby. It's all for a good cause, man. So just let me know. Let me know. What's the most points Ryan had, and And where's Amat and Bayet originally from? Just write it in the comments. And I just tap you in so you can answer them live. Just let me know.